Welcome dear student. It's your fifth lecture in motion in straight line. We already discussed about all the basic topics, all the fundamental equations of motion, all the fundamental formulas of motion. It is change in position vector, which is also called displacement vector, average velocity vector, average acceleration, average speed, instantaneous acceleration, instantaneous velocity, their relations, all the equations of motion. It is v is equals to u plus at, s is equals to ut plus half at square, and v square minus u square is equals to 2as. We'll cover lots of things in our 4 lecture related to equations of motion and implementation of vector, uses of vector, lots of things we'll cover. Now in this session we'll discuss some numericals which is basically comes in your previous year NEET exam. So write down the statement. I'll tell you the statement, you have to write it and we'll solve all the questions. Try to solve by your own as well. So write down, very first question is, a particle is moving. This question is asked in AIPMT, which is now called NEET. So this question will be asked in NEET 2014. So write down the question. The question says a particle is moving such that its position coordinates x comma y, its position coordinate x comma y are 2 meter comma 3 meter, 2 meter comma 3 meter at t is equals to 0, 2 meter comma 3 meter at t is equals to 0, 6 meter comma 7 meter, 6 meter comma 7 meter at t is equals to 2 at t is equals to 2 second, at t is equals to 2 second, and 13 meter comma 14 meter, 13 meter comma 14 meter at t is equals to 5 second, at t is equals to 5 second, at t is equals to 5 second. Find the average velocity, find the average velocity, find the average velocity, find the average velocity from t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 5 second. From t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 5 second. T is equals to 0 to t is equals to 5 second, and options are 1 by 5, 13 I cap, 1 by 5, 13 I cap plus 14 j cap. B option is 7 by 3 I cap plus j cap, 7 by 3 I cap plus j cap. Option C is 2 I cap plus j cap, 2 I cap plus j cap, and option D is 11 by 5 I cap plus j cap, 11 by 5 I cap plus j cap. I am repeating question once again. In question they are saying a particle is moving such that its position coordinate x comma y are 2 meter comma 3 meter at t is equals to 0, 6 meter comma 7 meter at t is equals to 2 second, and 13 meter comma 14 meter at t is equals to 5 second. Find the average velocity from t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 5 second. So we know that, my dear student, the formula of average velocity is equals to change in position vector upon change in time, and we know that change in position vector means final position vector minus initial position vector upon final time minus initial time. This is the formula of average velocity vector. Dear student, this question is very easy. In this question the examiner is try to bluff you. See, here we have 3 coordinates in 3 different times. One is 2 comma 3 at t is equals to 0 second. Second is 6 meter comma 7 meter at t is equals to 2 second. And third is 13 meter comma 14 meter at t is equals to 5 second. We know that for finding average velocity, we only need final position vector, initial position vector, final time and initial time. So dear student, in question they are saying find average velocity from t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 5 second. So we have initial time is 0 and final time is 5 second. It is as simple as to understand. Now moving forward, see the position at t is equals to 0 is 2 meter comma 3 meter and position at 5 second, which is final time, is 13 meter comma 14 meter. So simple, we does not need this value, this coordinate at time t is equals to t second, because we don't have any requirement in formula for between coordinates, or you can say mediocre time. So position vector at initial time is, we know that position vector is nothing but x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. So I'll write initial position vector, it is 2 I cap plus 3 j cap. Similarly, final position vector is r final, it is equals to 13 I cap plus 14 j cap. I hope you all understand this thing. This position vector is at t is equals to 0 and this position vector is at t is equals to 5 second. Now put this in formula. So we'll get average velocity vector is equals to r final, it is 13 I cap plus 14 j cap minus r initial, it is 2 I cap plus 3 j cap divided by final time minus initial time. So average velocity vector is equals to I can be taken towards, so 13 minus 2 I cap plus 14 minus 3 j cap divided by 5. So what will get, my dear student? Average velocity vector is equals to 13 minus 2, 11, 12, 13. It is 11 I cap plus 14 minus 3. Again it is 11. So 11 j cap by 5. If I'll take common 11, so it will be average velocity vector is equals to 11 by 5 I cap plus j cap. So this is the value of average velocity vector for particle from t is equals to 0 to t is equals to 5 second. So our option is D option. I hope you all understand how we'll solve this question. Now moving forward, write down next question. The question says that a particle has initial velocity. Write down next question. This question will ask in 2012. I hope you all understand this question. This statement is, just present to, confuse you. So remember this thing, you only need final time, initial time, final position and initial position for finding average velocity. Moving forward, write down next question. A particle has initial velocity 2 I cap plus 3 j cap. A particle has initial velocity 2 I cap plus 3 j cap. A particle has initial velocity 2 I cap plus 3 j cap. A particle has initial velocity 2 I cap plus 3 j cap and acceleration initial velocity is, we know that initial velocity can be write by u vector, so it is 2 I cap plus 3 j cap, and in question acceleration is also present and the acceleration is 0.3 I cap plus 0.2 j cap, 0.3 I cap plus 0.2 j cap. So initial velocity is given, acceleration is given. You have to find the magnitude of velocity. We have to find the magnitude of velocity, my dear student, after time t is equals to 10 second. The magnitude of velocity after time 10 second, after time 10 second will be option A 9 root 2 unit, 9 root 2 units, option B 5 root 2 units, option C 9 units, and option D 5 units. This question will be asked earlier. NEET will be AIPMT, and this question will be asked in 2012. So this question is from 2012. I am repeating once again. In question they are saying a particle has initial velocity 2 I cap plus 3 j cap and acceleration 0.3 I cap plus 0.2 j cap. The magnitude of velocity after 10 seconds will be, you have to find the magnitude of velocity. See, in this question we have initial velocity, we have acceleration, and we have time. They are saying find the magnitude of velocity. So what velocity is this? This is basically nothing but final velocity. So my dear student, I'll apply by equation of motion. We know that final velocity is equals to initial velocity plus a vector into t. So final velocity is nothing but u. Instead of u, I'll write 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus, instead of acceleration I'll write 3 I cap plus 0.2 j cap, instead of t, that is time, I'll write 10. So what we'll get, my dear student? It is v vector is equals to 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 0.3 into 10. It is 3 I cap plus 2 j cap. Now we know that we have to add I term and j term. So it is 3 plus 2 5 I cap plus 3 plus 2 5 j cap. This is the value of velocity, or we can say final velocity. Now they are saying magnitude of velocity. So we know that the formula of finding magnitude of any vector is x square plus y square plus z square. Similarly, magnitude of velocity, this value is of x and this value is of y. We know that I cap means x and j cap means y. So instead of x, I'll write 5. So 5 square plus y, it is 5 square. So 25. We can say 5 root 2 is your answer. Its correct answer is B. I hope you all understand how I'll solve this question. I hope you all understand. Moving forward, write down next question. This question will be asked in NEET 2011. Write down the statement. A body is moving with velocity. Write down. A body is moving with velocity 30 meter per second. A body is moving with velocity 30 meter per second. 30 meter per second towards east. Towards east. So velocity towards east is given. Velocity towards east. Let's suppose this velocity is to be v1. It is 30 meter per second. The velocity towards east is 30 meter per second. After 10 seconds, now time is also given, my dear student. They are saying after 10 seconds, its velocity becomes 40 meter per second. After 10 seconds, its velocity becomes 40 meter per second towards north. Full stop. The average acceleration of the body is. 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 They are saying now the velocity is towards, after moving east, they are saying that now the velocity is towards north. So velocity towards north, let's suppose we'll write it as v2. It is equals to 40 meter per second. After t is equals to 10 seconds, the direction of velocity and magnitude of velocity changes. This question is in 2011, my dear student. So try to find the value of average acceleration. Options are given. So your first option, that is A option, is 1 meter per second square. A option is 1 meter per second square. B option is 7 meter per second square. 7 meter per second square. C option is root 7 meter per second square. And D option is 5 meter per second square. I'm repeating once again. They are saying that a body is moving with velocity 30 meter per second towards east. After 10 seconds, its velocity becomes 40 meter per second towards north. The average acceleration of body is. You have to find the average acceleration of body. Now see my dear student, I'll make the direction format. So this is basically north, this is south, east and west. They are saying the body start moving towards east. So see, if I'll make unit vector, this is along x-axis, I'll write I cap. This is along minus x-axis, we'll write minus I cap. It is j cap and this is minus j cap. So velocity towards east. In this direction, velocity is 30 I cap. I'll write, instead of 30, I'll write 30 I cap. After 10 seconds, it moves towards north. So now the velocity is towards north like this, and this velocity magnitude is 40. So I'll write 40 j cap. In vector form, it is 40 j cap. I hope you all are understanding my point. So my dear student, now see, 30 I cap is your initial velocity and 40 j cap is your final velocity. The options are in magnitude form. You are seeing here, we have to find average acceleration, and we know that the value of average acceleration magnitude is average velocity, change in average velocity upon change in time. We know that change in average velocity upon change in time, or we can say change in velocity upon change in time. I'll put magnitude because the options are in terms of magnitude, not along with direction. So my dear student, first you have to find change in velocity. So change in velocity is nothing but final velocity minus initial velocity. Final velocity is considered to be v2 vector and initial velocity is considered to be v1 vector. It's very simple as that. So v2, value of v2 is 40 j cap minus 30 I cap, v1 minus v2. Now if we wish to find the magnitude of change in velocity, so magnitude of change in velocity, this is pronounced as change in velocity. So magnitude of change in velocity is nothing but under root x square plus y square plus z square. So z is not given, only I and j is there. So change in velocity vector is nothing but under root 40 square, 30 square, because I is 30 plus 40 square. So if you will solve, you will get 50. So it is 50 meter per second. Now see beta, the time for changing the velocity from 30 I cap to 40 j cap is 10. So let's suppose initial time is 0 and final time is 10 seconds. So you'll get the answer as average acceleration magnitude is equals to 50 by 10. So 10 get cancelled. So it is 5 meter per second square. So correct option is D. It is 5 meter per second square. I hope you all understand how we'll solve this question. Moving forward. So let's start doing next question. So our next question is, I hope you all understand all the questions which we are discussing here. So write down next question. Your next question is asked in 2010. Write down the statement. A particle has initial velocity. This question is asked in 2010. So the question is like this. The initial velocity of particle, write down the initial velocity of particle. The initial velocity of particle is 3 I cap plus 4 j cap. The initial velocity of particle is, so initial velocity will be presented by u vector. It is 3 I cap plus 4 j cap. So initial velocity of particle is 3 I cap plus 4 j cap and has acceleration. Acceleration is also given, my dear student. It is 0.4 I cap plus 0.3 j cap. They are saying that find its speed after 10 seconds. 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 So time is given, my dear student. Time is 10 seconds. You have to find speed of particle after 10 seconds. So they are asking for nothing but final velocity. So we know that by equation of motion, we'll say v vector is equals to u vector plus a vector into t. So v vector is equals to initial velocity is given. It is 3 I cap plus 4 j cap plus acceleration is again given. It is 0.4 I cap plus 0.3 j cap and time is given. It is 10. So v vector is equals to 3 I cap plus 4 j cap plus it is 4 I cap plus 3 j cap. Now we know that I cap and I cap can be solved similar. So 3 plus 4 it is 7. So 7 I cap plus 7 j cap. This is the velocity vector. Now options are in terms of magnitude. Options are A option is 7 units. B option is 7 root 2 units. C option is 5 units. And D option is 5 root 2 units. So try to find the magnitude of velocity. Final velocity magnitude is nothing but under root x square plus y square. So magnitude of velocity is nothing but x is 7. So 7 square plus 7 square it is 7 root 2 units, or we can say 7 root 2 meter per second. So this is the value of final velocity. I hope you all understand how to solve these types of question, my dear student. Physics is not at all tough. It is very easy. Just the thing is how you'll approach the physics. So moving forward, write down next question. In next question they are saying that the motion of a particle, this question will be asked in 2012 NEET. Write down next question. The motion of a particle along a straight line is, the motion of a particle, the motion of a particle, the motion of a particle, the motion of a particle along a straight line is described by equation. Along a straight line is described by equation x is equals to 8 plus 12t minus t cube. 8 plus 12t minus t cube. 8 plus 12t minus t cube, where x is in meter and t is in second. Where x is in meter and t is in second, full stop. The retardation of particle, the retardation of particle when its velocity becomes 0, the retardation of particle when its velocity becomes 0, the retardation of particle when its velocity becomes 0 is, when its velocity becomes 0 is, the options are, A option is 24 meter per second square. Write down A option, it is 24 meter per second square. B option is 12 meter per second square. C option is 6 meter per second square and D option is 0. A option is 24 meter per second square. B option is 12 meter per second square. C option is 6 meter per second square and D option is 0. I am repeating once again the statement of question. This question is asked in 2012 NEET, my dear student, which is earlier called AIPMT. So the question is, the motion of a particle along a straight line is described by equation x is equals to 8 plus 12t minus t cube, where x is in meter and t is in second. The retardation of particle. See, retardation means nothing but negative of acceleration. So negative of acceleration is retardation. I'll write here negative of acceleration. Negative of acceleration is called retardation. So actually nothing, they are asking for negative of acceleration. And remember my dear student, if the initial velocity is greater than final velocity, I'm repeating once again, if the initial velocity of particle is greater than final velocity of particle, then we'll say the particle is retarding, that is negative of acceleration. So the question is, the motion of particle along a straight line is described by equation x is equals to 8 plus 12t minus t cube, where x is in meter and t in second. The retardation of particle when its velocity becomes 0. The condition is when velocity is 0, at that condition you have to find the retardation of particle. If velocity becomes equals to 0, at that time you have to find the retardation of particle. So starts moving. So my dear student, acceleration is nothing but, we know that it is change in velocity with respect to time. Acceleration is nothing but change in velocity with respect to time. This equation implies that if velocity is given, then you have to differentiate the velocity with respect to time, you will get acceleration. But see my dear student, here velocity is not given, here displacement is given. So don't worry, find velocity. We know that velocity is nothing but change in displacement with respect to time. If displacement is given like this question, then differentiate it with respect to time, you will get velocity. And for acceleration, again differentiate velocity with respect to time, you will get acceleration. I hope you all are getting my point. So moving forward, first find velocity. And in question they are saying find the value of retardation when its velocity is equals to 0. So see my dear student, I'll find first velocity. It is d over dt. The value of x is 8 plus 12t minus t cube. So v is equals to 8 is constant, and we know that the differentiation of constant is 0. So differentiation of 8 is equals to 0. 12 and t. 12 is constant, t is variable, 12 comes outside, dt cancelled, it is equals to 1 plus t cube. So 3t, 3 minus 1. So velocity is equals to 12 plus 3t square. I hope you all understand this thing. Now see my dear student, this velocity is equals to 12 plus 3t square. It means velocity depends on time, as in equation of velocity, time is present. Moving forward, try to find acceleration as well. So acceleration is nothing but change in velocity with respect to time. So it is d over dt. The value of velocity is 12 plus 3t square. Now 12 is constant, so differentiation of constant is 0. 3 and t square. So 3 comes outside, 2 comes multiply form, and t 2 minus 1. So it is 6t. The value of acceleration is t. Now see, the acceleration depends on time. We don't know the value of time. In this equation, time is not given. But one thing is there, that find the acceleration, or we can say retardation. Retardation and acceleration one and same thing. So don't worry at all if I am, instead of retardation I'm saying acceleration. So in question they are saying velocity at what, if velocity is 0, then find the value of retardation. So put the velocity is equals to 0 and find the value of time. So value of velocity is 12 plus 3t square. So 12 plus 3t square is equals to 0. So 3t square is equals to, my dear student, nothing but 12. So find the value of t. Try to find the value of t. Try to find the value of t. 12 minus 3t square. 12 minus 3t square. This will be like this. 12 is equal 12 minus 12 plus 3t square is equals to 0. So you will get the value of t as 3 2s are 6, 4 3s are 12. So t is equals to 2 seconds. I hope you all understand this thing. Now put the value of t in equation. So it is a is equals to 6 into t. Value of t is 2. So it is equals to 6 into 2. So it is 12 meter per second square. So correct answer is B, that is 12 meter per second square. I hope you all are understanding these questions. Now moving forward, my dear student, write down next question. A particle, this question will be asked in 2009. a particle starts its motion from rest. See, they are saying a particle is starting its motion from rest. From rest means initial velocity is equals to 0. Put the value of initial velocity is equals to 0. This question which we are discussing now is asked in 2009. I hope you all are understanding the question. If your concept is strong, if your concept is crystal clear, then nothing is impossible. No any question is there in your book that you can't able to solve. So this question is asked in 2009. It is in 2009. The question is, a particle starts its motion from rest under the action of a constant force. See, if force is constant, then remember my dear student, acceleration is also constant. So indirectly in this question, they are saying force is constant, it means acceleration is also constant. So initially at rest, it means initial velocity is 0, and if force is constant, then it is but obvious that acceleration is also constant, because force is proportional to acceleration. So if force is constant, then acceleration is also constant. So they are saying force is constant. If the distance covered in first 10 seconds is s1, distance covered in first 10 seconds, if distance covered in first 10 seconds is s1, distance covered in first 10 seconds is s1, and that covered in first 20 seconds, and that covered in first 20 seconds, and that covered in first 20 seconds is s2, and that covered in first 20 seconds is s2, then the options are, A option is s2 is equals to 3 times s1, B option is s2 is equals to 4 times s1, option C is also given, it is s2 is equals to s1, and option D is also given, it is s2 is equals to 2s1. So try to understand how we'll solve this question, because this question is not so tough question. See my dear student, in question they are saying initial velocity is 0 and acceleration is constant. In first 10 seconds the distance covered is s1, and in next 20 seconds the distance covered is s2. First 10 seconds the distance covered is s1, and next 20 seconds the distance covered is s2. So my dear student, they are saying acceleration is constant. So think about equation of motion, because if acceleration is constant, then we are capable to apply equation of motion. So I'll write by equation of motion, that is s is equals to ut plus half at square. See, in both the cases particle is starting initially from rest. So if initially particle is starting its motion from rest, then initial velocity is equals to 0. So I'll write the value of s1, it is half a1 t. For t it is 10 square. For s2 it is half a2, and acceleration is constant my dear student. So in both the cases acceleration remains same, and next time is 20 square, because in both the cases the value of u becomes equals to 0. So s1 is equals to half into a into 100, it is 50. So s1 is equals to 50a, and if I am writing about s2, it is half into a into 20 square. Try to find the square of 20. So if you will cancel here, you will get 10. So 10 square it is 100. So you will get 100a. Now compare this. It is compare this. I'm sorry my dear student. Half a square, it is not cutted like this. Half into a into 20 into 20. So this will be cancelled, it will be 10. So this becomes 200. So first equation is 50 and second equation is 200a. So s1 is equals to nothing but 4 times s2. Oh, I'm sorry. S2 is equals to 4 times s1. So correct option is B. I hope you all understand the questions which we'll discuss in this part of lecture. In next lecture, we'll discuss more questions, my dear student, and we'll move forward with next topic, which is equation of trajectory and more about motion in one dimension. I hope you all are enjoying this lecture. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much, my dear student. Take care.